later, bro?
Yeah, man. I am Jay Randy. I make music. That's my art. All kinds of music. If you're asking like what I love like to make, I love making, heavy music, heavy guitar, distorted sounds, and big beats from, hip hop. And, I love kind of strong lyrics. That's kind of what I'm making these days. But I love, reggae and pop music and all genres where I could play instruments. Shit, I've been making music. I got a drum set when I was 3. I'm making music a long time, my brother. I'll say that. Started writing songs when I was like 13. And that was back in New York. Then I came to LA in 2008 to do some things and fell in love with Cali. Well, a lot of people say like music is my life, and I think it's more than that to me. Like, it's not just my life, it's kind of like past the vibration of what anything could be, like unimaginable, no word, no term invented by a human, just something else, unknown. It's unknown feeling that exceeds pleasures and expectations and dreams, and it's the highest level of art in my book. Not to discredit anything, but you can't even, it's invisible. You know what I mean? When it's done, it's just like you hear it. It's cool. Shout out to all those painters out there, though, that hate me right now. Love you guys. Living my life, like every day, being present, what happens, maybe some things in the past that have occurred. I'm mainly inspired by human beings and nature and my surroundings. But, I do have some music that I do love that I've learned from that kind of showed me the way and the elements of the different worlds that I kind of pulled out, Passionate about my family. I'm passionate about my loved ones. I'm passionate about trying to be a good person, Sometimes it's hard, but we all work, hard for it. So my passion is trying to be a better me every day. I like to run a lot, listen to music while I run. It kind of hypes me up. That's kind of it, really. All I do is make music, man. It's kind of what I do from the moment my eyes are up to the moment my eyes close. I think what it did was it allowed me to like have a moment to breathe to myself, forcing me to be alone with my thoughts. So like I was able to almost go through myself and figure out what's bothering me, what's not, you know what I mean? Like where I want to take myself creatively, who I want to work with, band-wise or artist-wise. Like it allowed me to kind of get organized and prioritize myself and my business to, apply my fucking methods effectively, to advance, monetize, make great music, do all the music business shit, but also at the same time work on what I want to work on. You know what I mean? The quarantine was good for me, like terrible for other people and horrible, but I was able to get myself into a routine, and that kind of is helping me a lot, And it's really sad what happened to everybody. I mean, I lost my grandmother during COVID, not from COVID, but I couldn't fly home and see her and all that shit, and it was just like terrible, What a way to go. But COVID sucks, and we have to keep creating, and now's the time to be creative. If you're an artist or a band and you're not on the road playing, you should be trying to write music or collaborate with anyone you can, because no one says you can't, so staying effective. Kind of rambling, but you get it. Oh, strong question. Overall, like, I think it's so sad what black people have had to experience in life, you know, and I could just leave it at that because it's so sad, you know, the killing and the fucking bullshit and not being able to be proud of who you are, feel comfortable in your own skin. Like, what the fuck? And who set these fucking rules from the beginning? And this nonsense that we're dealing with, it's so fucking terrible, man. It breaks my heart. I can't really get into it, man. You know, it breaks my heart, you know, it really does. Strong question. Well, it obviously takes away from, you know, bands that are making albums, that are getting ready to finish them and go out and tour those records, slow things up a little bit. Bands are kind of holding off with the release. They're holding off because they can't play shows for a while. Not sure, but it's definitely forcing people to think more on how they can share their art or create a live experience. That's kind of been the vibe throughout the community I've seen. Like, people are trying to create virtual, obviously, experiences so that people can feel like they're at a show. So I'll just keep making music every single day, releasing it, and working with great artists, great talent. It doesn't stop for me, you know? It just keeps going, so. Yeah.
Alright.
One, it's a crown on my shoulder. Trying to see that?
Only if you want.
Yeah, no, I got you. Hold on. Alright. So there it is. That's a crown I got at Santa Monica Ink. Back in the day.
There you go.
It's kind of the J. Rand crown. I guess I thought I was a king at the time. Who knows? Damn. I never really got attached to lyrics. It's always the music. The music is my shit. Making tracks and shit like that, that's what I do. I'm not bad at lyrics and all that other bullshit. But like, I fuck with like tracks, you know what I'm saying? I like listen, if there was a world where they just drop tracks, I'd fuck with it. That's that. Fuck, it's a nightmare. It's amazing. It's a formula. It has to do with guided meditation, running on the beach every day, studying music, studying instruments, playing instruments, vibing with as many people as I can, collaboratively, learning always. Because there's always someone out there that's just so much better than you, and it's great to be around them. And, you know, just trying to stay humble and not get too excited about what I'm working on, you know. And always keep my ear to the ground, because that's how I find talent I want to work with and produce. I like to work with people who really, you know, are almost on their way to go and then need that little ass push to fucking bang. I love that. It's like, you know, it's a vibe. My father, he told me, do first what you hate the most. And that always stuck with me. He's a G. All of them. All of them. Everything. Literally everything. I can't think of one crazy fucking thing that didn't happen on this journey from the second I came out in 2008 and was fucking doing some shit with Bone Thugs, hit the ground running, and that was that. Never stop. Everything. You starve, you sleep in closets, bus stops, fucking benches till you make enough money to get a place or do whatever. I was lucky I had some people behind me, but there were rough nights, you know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of struggle, there's a lot of, you gotta be hungry, you know? You don't wanna get too rich. You wanna be good, because you always wanna stay creative, you know? That's kind of what I, you know, that's the vibe. It's a long journey, man, for sure. Gotta play the long game in this shit, You know, not get too hyped up on yourself and your scene and your friends. You know, you gotta fucking just focus on what you think is good, what makes your heart feel good, and keep your energy around the people that make you feel good. And they'll give it back to you, and then you just make fire. That's it. It's a pretty simple formula, you know. My niece and my nephews, and my family, and yeah. That people starve, or they don't have money for shit like electricity or heat or air conditioning or fucking food and shit. Like, I don't know how that's possible. You know what I mean? I just don't understand. Oh, that shit doesn't have anything to do with anything with me. When I'm making music, it's like I'm a ninja and I pull out my sword and I'm blindfolded and I'm moving through a fucking jungle and I'm slicing everything proficiently till I get to the end, you know, and then I take the blindfold off and you look back and it's all there, you know? Oh man, guitar, bass, pedals. Every day's kind of that vibe. I can't explain it. It's just like I found a way to personally get myself to 10 every day, no matter what the fuck happens. Yeah. Honesty and respect and loyalty and sacrifice and dedication and love, and all of those elements are gonna have to be in your toolkit to bang against everybody that's working out here. And if you could stay humble and really, really hone in on your craft and your skills, and, you know, take the time to... Everyone's always saying, I'm searching for my sound, I'm searching for my sound. What are you searching for? You don't need to search for your sound. You just need to show up and get into your rhythm, and eventually something's gonna pop out of that. An idea's gonna come, you know. After 5 songs you cut, you're gonna be like, hey, I think I'm making an album here. I'm gonna do 4 more songs here, you know, dot, 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 dot. So, I don't know, staying focused. Stay focused. Be honest. Be honest with yourself, people you work with. Be responsible, be respectful, show up on time. You know what I mean? These kind of things. Don't be a fuckhead. You know what I mean? Oh shit, yeah. So right now, me and my partner Stu Brooks, who's down there, of Dub Trio, we are working on a collaboration album with some of the top tier rock vocal voices out there. Can't really get into it right now, but that's coming. We're working on some tracks for the Fever 333 new record, and a lot of stuff with my buddy Jason on his solo stuff. And I'm working on new wave artists and all kinds of shit in and out of different worlds. So there's tons of music coming. You can find all that shit on Spotify. My handle is @JRandyMusic, JRANDY Music, and yeah, just keep a lookout. We're trying to do fun things out here. You know, keep it rocking.
Yes, sir. That's it for me.
Cool, bro. It's great talking to you.
Yeah, likewise,
Good
bro.
talk, bro.
That was very valuable.
Thanks,
There's a lot
man.
of good information in there.
Appreciate it, man.